Hi, this is Pat. I am back with another Swivel Clasp charm. This one is for swap on Life on the Scrap Beach, hosted by Irene. And this is a vintage black and white Swivel Clasp charm. It's and then it's on a tag, and this tag happens to be it's kind of my version of a easel tag. So, and it can lie flat, or it can sit up like this. So, if you wanted to sit it up, you could, or you can, flatten it out and put it away, or whatever you want to do with it. So, the requirements for this were to have 7 dangles, 3 pieces of metal, and I think I used all glass beads, and I'm not sure if that was a requirement or not. But, and the reason I'm not sure is I finished this 2 weeks ago, and I did do it according to the specifications, but then I just had a lot of problems videotaping, and ended up replacing my camera. And anyway, so on and on. This is why when you're swapping, you want to get your projects done extra early in case things do go wrong. So here are the swivels, and they are on a variety of chains, but there are 7 swivels. This is the major focal point, a long swivel on a chain, and then if I can get the seam binding out of the way, there are a couple of short dangles up here, a pearl, actually a white pearl with some bead caps, and then a kind of like a charcoal colored pearl. For the metal elements, I have this black and white and silver butterfly, a little vintage butterfly, and a vintage telephone. I don't know how good that's showing up, but it's a little rotary phone. One of my favorite charms because it's double-sided, so no matter how it hangs, it should still look good. So that's the black and white swivel charm, and then it's on a tag. It's a 4x6 chipboard covered with some of the really crisp white paper tray ink paper that's been embossed with a Tim Holtz embossing folder. Some white lace from Hobby Lobby. The Tim Holtz tissue tape down here. And then these flat back pearls are also from Hobby Lobby. They're my favorites. I forget the brand name, but it's Hobby Lobby's own brand. It's like Paper Studio or something like that. Then a couple of butterflies. This one is, these are also made with the same white paper from Paper Tray Ink. And they have pearls on them. So this one is a plain, well, there's a white cutout butterfly, which I do with the Tim Holtz butterfly die cuts. And then this one, it's the same thing, but then on top of the white paper is a Hambly screen print. So I'm not sure how much that's going to show up on the video, but so it stands out. This is a white I Am Roses rose, and then the only other color that's on here are these few green leaves. Seam binding ribbon is holding it on, and it's white. And then if you turn it sideways, it's connected with a ribbon that, when you want it to go flat, it goes flat, but if you want to stand it up, you can stand it up. And then there's paper, a variety of white and black paper that I use to cover the back and these two sides here. So there's not a raw space on here that's not covered with paper. So then this is the back, and there's a pocket with the flat back pearls, and inside of that pocket is a tag. This tag is, I used the Tim Holtz tissue tape and the Tim Holtz butterfly die cut, another Martha Stewart punch to make the pocket, and inside of the pocket is just a little tag. You can do whatever you wanted with it, but this is a little gift for the recipient. It's just a little genie charm from Prima. And although I almost always use glass beads, but I do like some of the acrylic beads, especially if they're cut really nicely, and this genie stone is. This one happens to be the wire wrapped, but I like the genie stones that aren't wire wrapped as well. And I thought that might be something that the recipient could use maybe on a future project, or they could keep it here. It's pretty like that. And then on the reverse side is some more of the tissue tape, the Martha Stewart border punched in, my card with my website and information. So that goes back in here. And that's the back of the tag. When I was doing these tags, I couldn't decide. I started off because this was a black and white tag, and I was going for, of course, a vintage look. And I actually started off, I was making the tag black and white too, and I did actually 3 like that, and then switched to the white. And I decided that I thought the white made the charm stand out more, but I like them both. So anyway, it could be, whichever one you happen to get. This is, the only difference is the rose is black, the seam binding is black. There's a layer of another black lace on top of the white lace, this black butterfly here, instead of the 2 white butterflies. And then this one is a white butterfly. And then on the back there's nothing different. You'll see a variety of paper, depending on what I had, just different scraps of black and white paper. And then the connecting seam binding is black. So that's it. Those are my charms for the vintage black and white charm swap that Irene is hosting, and hopefully they're going to go in the mail tomorrow. Sorry it took me so long to do the videotape, but they're not due to Irene until the end of the month. And I had finished them early, which was a good thing because I had problems videotaping, and that's why it's important to get the projects done early, because if something goes wrong, you still have plenty of time. So these are going to go out to Irene, and Irene, thanks for hosting, because I really, really enjoyed making these charms. Thanks a lot. Bye.